Okay, day 3 of going to different Catholic churches in my area. I really wanted to keep it where I go to churches I've never been to, maybe pass by, or towns I'm familiar with. So I'm kind of Googling, trying to find local churches. I was a little bit busy this morning, so I quickly was looking at mass schedules in the area, and I seen 7 p.m. at like 2 of them. And then when I go back to get the directions, it worked. I think they were only open on like 7 p.m. on Fridays, on Good Friday. So I made a mistake. And then I was like looking, because I want to continue this flow. I'm not sure why or what, but at the moment, God has me doing this and sharing these videos. So basically a mass a day at random churches, and most of them are morning masses. But so I'm finding out that Friday evening is really hard to find. There's a lot of Saturday afternoon masses, but anyway, so I'm going to a church that I love. We just went to the church picnic here recently with my family. It was a school. At one point it was a Catholic school, and I went here, I believe, for like a year or two. I have to look into, I kind of forget. This was like at an earlier stage in my life. It was like 7th grade or something. My parents had got divorced before that, not too long before that. So it's a little bit of a hectic time in my life. But I do remember this very fondly. I made good friends. I'm friends with a lot of the people from this school. I'll show you quickly. So the church is still going, but the school is now a charter school, so no more Catholic school, unfortunately, which is happening often in this area, New Jersey. So my son does go to Catholic school. We found a school that we're absolutely thrilled with. I'm very happy with. He loves it. So, trying to continue, because, I went to Catholic school and I went to public school, and I do remember what the Catholic school felt like. So there was something there. It was like something special. Even at that young age, I could think back and remember that there was something heartfelt, like I don't know if the care was better, or smaller classes, or, just God's presence. There was something there, and it took me a long time. It took me just basically a couple years ago to come back to all this and reflect. Anyway, so this is a Polish mass. Now, again, because I didn't want to miss, I made a commitment. Today is day 3. I've been going every day. I'm going to go to this Polish mass, and I am half Polish, and I do understand the language a little bit, so I do speak a little. So let's see. I'm going to go in and make the best of it, and just enjoy this moment. Let me share some videos for you of the church and school. St. John Kanty. This is the church, and there's the school I went to a long time ago. But it feels really good to be here. It's a beautiful church. Hi, everybody. Wanted to do a recap of going to church last night. It was a Polish church. It was a school, Catholic school that I went to for a little bit. I couldn't find anything else. I am half Polish, so I understand a little bit, but I just kind of followed everybody's lead. So what was unique about it was a lot of singing. So I didn't hear any organ or anything like that. It was just a lot of women, older women, and a lot of singing, and it was like beautiful because it kind of echoed through the church. It's a beautiful church, as you just seen. When I'm doing these videos, it was only day 3, so I'm still trying to figure out how to respectfully video, maybe take photos, and I'm not a great editor on here, but I'll kind of figure it out as I go. So this is just experiment, just showing up and letting God work through me, and let's see where this goes. But an interesting thing that happened, and I'm noticing there's unique things happening at each church, because I'm going to a lot of random churches and random times, and Friday 7 p.m. Polish mass, that's just not something I usually would go to. But what I noticed was when people were lining up for communion, I was in the front row. I like to be close to really get it and take it all in. I was letting people go ahead of me. I said, I'll just, because usually you're in the front row, you'll go first, but I let everybody go in front of me. And what I noticed was a pattern of people getting down on their knees to receive the Eucharist, the host, right? So people were getting down on their knees and taking it in their mouth or in their hand. And I usually don't see that. And it was multiple people. And I'm like, you know what? I want to do that. I want to put my ego to the side, which is hard to do, right? Because, right away I'm thinking, I'm like, I'm not going to get on the floor on my knees. I'll kneel on this nice wooden pew thing that they put. It's got a little cushion, but this is on the cold marble floor or whatever. It's almost like I'm too good for that, right? But I had to really step back and be like, no, I'm going to kneel. I'm going to give it all to God. I'm going to give the power, my ego, put my ego to the side, and I'm going to get down on my knees. And sure enough, I was the last one to go up, and I got down on my knees, and I received the host, and it was beautiful. There was something so beautiful about that moment. It was like releasing your ego and all this macho-ness that, a lot of, especially men, go through. And I just put that all to the side, and it was a beautiful moment for me. So again, there's a reason behind me going to all these masses. I'm finding out that there's just a purpose behind it all. And there's little steps along the way that will maybe change my life. Or, I'm a true believer, when you show up to church for God, magical things start happening in your life. So yeah, it was beautiful. So anyway, going to work. Today's day 4. I'm not sure what church I'm going to today, but Saturday there's a little more options. There's more churches open, later evening masses and stuff. So we'll see. Stay tuned.